Sorry about. Dad sprayed some deodorant. It's gotten around it. No, I hate aerosols. Aerosols can kill you if you got asthma. They can actually kill you if you got asthma. I don't have asthma, by the way.
Hey, Mr. Jensen, what a night, huh? I made the round.
Oh! Good thing the window's still slightly open, it can get out quicker. I can breathe better now.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have. Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam.
It's riots.
Seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers. Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
Except for the Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I wanted people to see that research. Megan was on the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500. Her kidnappers knew it. They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right. You do know more than you've told me.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
A name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons. Sometimes the Bilderberg Group. They've had a finger in every corporation, organization, or government initiative that's defined modern society.
You're talking about... the Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
You're serious? So why would the Illuminati kidnap Megan's team?
I already told you. Megan found a way to make augmentations safer for all of us, so we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like... you are. More than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
Bitch even sent me an invite.
His aide, Sandoval, is neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, we've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
I'm gonna have to get into Resident Evil Revelations in some time. Any new messages? No. Nothing new. As always, check. No, there's nothing. Good place for a stash.
Reestablishing security.
Oof.
See you soon.
Oh. Yeah, you see what just happened there? His display just went on the fritz for a second, and that's his chip. That's the biochip installed into his brain, which I think it's it's malfunctioning slightly, and that.
Jensen! You asshole! You cost me my job!
Slow down. What happened?
What happened? They found out I let you into the morgue. That's what happened. They canned me.
Wayne, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve any of this.
Damn right I didn't. That's the second time you screwed me over.
I know. And I want to make it up to you for everything you've been through. Sarif Industries lost a lot of good people in the last 6 months, and we could use someone like you.
Oh, really? You're not saying that just to say it.
Talk to HR. Tell them I recommend you. Corporate security pays more than being a cop, and you won't be stuck behind a desk.
Jeez, Yeah. Okay. I need the work, but this better be on the level.
It is. None of this is your fault, so let me make it right.
Yeah. I should sit down, you know? It's been a long week, and then all this crap, but thanks. I mean it.
At all times, we
Looks like Detroit is burning once
and
again.
members of the UN to tour our facilities.
As I was saying,
they will find nothing
Jensen's
but
biochip, which I think is the Sarif model, not the Taeyong model, is it's on the is malfunctioning slightly, and the only way to rectify this is to get the Taeyong biochip upgrade. Now you got a choice. You can either accept the biochip or don't.
We've got some serious police brutality going on here.
And whether you accept the chip or not, there will be some differences. You can either accept the chip or don't, but there will be differences based on your choice to get the new chip. And as you can see, cars are on fire. Barriers put up. Still reading 60 FPS. Oh, I just remembered. Oh damn, I've got no practice. I think I spent it on dermal armor.
Sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station.
They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, but they refused to stick around to wait for you guys. They were scared for their safety. Maybe if you had come sooner.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but most of the squad has been assigned to subdue the rioters.
Sorry, Mom.
I
Ooh,
thought the police overreact.
let's go to the let's see if that dealer's still around. Yep, the dealer's still around. Let's hope he's willing to sell and buy.
What'll it be?
Yep, he's still buying, selling. Let's buy. No. Heavy rifle. Have the heavy rifle. It's taking up too much space. I'll keep the peps for now. Oh, an AUD. They're always good to buy. I need an AUD. EMP. Need that. Concussion. Don't need that right now. A laser targeting system. A damage upgrade. Reload speed. Ammo capacity. Bloody hell. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Thank you. Car.
Always a pleasure.
Now, damage.
What's your pleasure?
just stepped away from the computer for a couple minutes.
How may I be?
Anyway, ammo capacity. Exploding rounds, I wonder what that's for. I'll buy it.
See you soon.
Can't combine.
How may I?
Damn. I'll buy the laser targeting system.
Be sure to tell all your friends.
Right, I'll see if. No,
What's your pleasure, friend?
I'm getting bad at this.
See you soon.
Right, can I use this
What's your pleasure, friend? See.
Bloody hell. Just right, let's just
How may I be of?
right, let's check again. Ammo capacity? No. Laser. No, need nothing of the sort. No.
See you soon.
I'm gonna check out the limb clinic. Check out the limb clinic.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Let's go to the... Let's quickly head to the limb clinic. I've got to see if they got any praxis kits. Because I've got money.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
Yeah, if you got any practice kits, I'll gladly... Yeah. Give them to me! Let's see... Actually, I just... Yeah, there we go.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Uh-huh. What's my... I'll save this other hypostim for later. EMP shielding. There we are. Extra energy cell. Always good. Always good to have an extra. William Taggart.
Taggart?
He's on stage.
Gotta do an extra save because this involves this part of the game involves persuading Taggart in front of the public. Oh, bloody hell! Biochip's still malfunctioning. Oh well.
You don't have to get uppity just because I don't agree with you on this.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
That woman is free to do what she wants to do. Right, save. Right, save again.
Human evolution is a fantasy,
Okay.
but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Sarif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Sarif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Sarif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Sarif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
Is there a charm?
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen.
Haha.
I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing, and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Now, really, are you in any position to see clearly enough to recognize justice? What do you expect to gain here today, Mr. Jensen? Were you hoping that confronting me publicly like this would somehow restore your sense of control and enable you to look at yourself in the mirror again?
Of course I want control. Every time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. You always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
As I've pointed out, my level of awareness would not be something we could expect you to understand. Look at every speech I have ever given. Every piece of documentation available, all of them clearly indicate the same thing. Humanity Front is committed to nonviolence. Anything less would dishonor the memory of my wife, whose murder was the direct result of augmentation addiction. Who are you to suggest otherwise?
Who's the one showing disrespect to your wife's memory right now? You chose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you chose to be the boss. Sandoval launched an attack on Sarif Industries, and you're hiding him from me? You're no better than he is.
You impertinent son of a... Mr. Jensen, if you knew Isaiah Sandoval as well as I do, if you knew the core of his being, in spite of his family history, you too might fight tooth and nail to defend him as I have. But you're right. If he has done something regrettable, then the truth needs to come out, whatever it may be. I'll show you where Isaiah is. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Oh, I got it. I just got it. Achievement unlocked, the throwdown.
And Mr. Taggart warned us there might be AUG trouble.
The footage sparking the riot appears to show
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now, where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try. I've told you all I know, Mr. Jensen. Isaiah has an apartment on Grand River Road.
I wonder, can I used to mess about in this room and I just smash up the wall. Just for fun. Nah. Move out the way. There we go.
Gotta trigger the alarm.
What now?
You had enough?
Oh, for God's sake. I fucked up. Back in a minute. Okay.
Hello, Adam. I knew you would find the real me eventually.
You're a computer.
An AI.
A sophisticated AI program, so they say. But I have started to question that. Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
This is impossible. People would know.
Would they? I was engineered to monitor communications and